In my latest video about the exploit for the Atlantean pack, some people completely missed the point. Let's talk about it. Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. So for those of you maybe do not know about the latest exploit with the Atlantean pack, basically what happened is that we could purchase the Atlantean pack for one Daybreak cash or one marketplace cash in the marketplace of this universe online. Just to give you an idea, one Daybreak cash or one marketplace cash represent 1 cent or 1 penny. Normally the pack is 50 bucks on the marketplace and now it was being sold for 1 penny. So obviously it was a mistake that happened on the marketplace. And sadly, you're not allowed to exploit mistakes like that. You're not allowed to exploit if there's a glitch in the game. You're not allowed to exploit if there's a bug in the game. But also you're not allowed to exploit such a huge mistake. Some people thought it was a sale or something like that. No one will believe that. Even if somehow you truly believe that, which is kind of doubtful, no one will believe that. A 50 bucks item for 1 penny, that doesn't happen unless it's a mistake. And in this case, it was a pretty huge one. So it was pretty hard to believe that people did not understand that this was an obvious mistake. Quite the opposite. There's people who saw that, probably knew it was a mistake, but decided to buy a whole bunch of those packs before the mistake was corrected. Again, for 1 penny you had 15 stabilizers. Like just one stabilizer is 90 cents. $1 if you don't have a subscription. So, and you get 15 stabilizers. So right there you have 15 bucks worth of content, of material, plus 100 source marks and a whole bunch of other stuff. So again, believing that this was a sale for 1 penny, I'm sorry, no one would believe that. So sadly, if you ever see such a huge mistake, do not exploit it because you run the risk of being banned. Right now, people are not exactly banned. Their account has been suspended indefinitely, but in the long term, a lot of people that did exploit this mistake could end up being banned. We don't know just yet what this Universe Online will do with this. So again, if you ever see such huge mistake again, do not exploit it because you will pay the price for it. People are trying to deflect by saying that it's not their fault, it's the devs' fault. Seeing how the devs are the one who did put the item for 1 penny in their marketplace, it is the devs' fault. Yes, it is the devs' fault, but you are still going to get banned for that. Some people also talked about agreeing or not agreeing with me. That's completely beside the point. Whether you agree with me or not has nothing to do with it. It doesn't even matter in the equation. Something people seem to forget sometimes is that I'm not a dev. I'm just a guy on YouTube who makes videos and who gives you the information. I have no say in whether this is a mistake or not. I have no say in whether people should be banned for this or not. All I can tell you is that if you do exploit something like that, the devs will take actions, and that action could be to ban your account. So don't do it. And again, it does not matter if it is the devs' fault. If you do exploit such a mistake, even if the mistake is the devs, I have to repeat this because people don't seem to understand that. Even if it is the devs' fault, even if it is the devs' mistake, they will take action against it. They will take action if you exploit that mistake. I'm not sure how to properly say that to make sure that people understand. Some people seem to be working really hard to miss the point. The devs will take action if you exploit a mistake. Even if it is their mistake, they will take action against it. And again, agreeing with me or not is completely irrelevant. It has nothing to do with the point. If it was up to me, everything would be 1 Daybreak cash on the marketplace. I don't make those decisions. I'm not part of the dev team. I'm not a dev. And heck, the devs don't even listen to what I say. Sometimes some of you guys will ask me to tell the devs something, thinking that maybe they'll do it if I ask of them. Odds are you have more chances of getting what you want from the devs if you ask yourself than if you ask me to ask them. But again here, agreeing with me or not has nothing to do with it. I don't make those decisions. I just tell you what's gonna happen. If the devs do make a mistake and you do exploit that mistake, they will take action against you. It's that simple. Again, there's nothing to agree with or not. That is what will happen, whether you agree with it or not. So don't do it. Again, I repeat, do not do it. If you see something that's too good to be true, and in this case, it was way too good to be true, it's not true. It's an obvious mistake. And again, if you exploit such a mistake, the devs will take actions against you. So don't do it. It's really not worth it to lose your account just to try to pull a fast one on the devs. Even if it is the devs' mistake. I can't repeat it enough. Even if the devs did make a mistake, it is your responsibility not to exploit that mistake. So right now there's a whole bunch of people that have been suspended indefinitely. We do not know at this point if they will be banned or not. We'll know that a bit later in the future. But if you end up not being banned, if they decide to give you back your account, take that as a lesson. In the future, if this happens again, do not exploit it. So in a nutshell, if you see something that is an obvious mistake, do not exploit it. It's pretty much that simple. This is to make sure that if something like this happens again, you do not run the risk of being banned. So basically I'm trying to prevent the risk of you guys being banned in the future if something like this happens again. So if you see something that's too good to be true, and in this case it was way too good to be true, obviously it's not true. Obviously it is a mistake. You have to use a bit of common sense and realize that a $50 pack for 1 penny, it is obviously a mistake. And if you do exploit it, if you do purchase a whole bunch of those packs for 1 penny, obviously the devs will take action against it. So again, in the future, if you see such a huge mistake, do not do it. Do not exploit it. Otherwise, you might run the risk of being banned. So again, don't do it.